also. Yeah. Okay. I did the recording on in case problem, so we can use it as a reference. Okay. So once we have all this, and when we need to deploy it, right? Dev, QA, UAT, it is better to create a single artifact and deploy it into different environment. Okay. Dev, QA, and things is bit easier, right? So we have either creating a single jar file, creating a single word file, creating single ER file. Okay. So any ideas what it is? What is jar? What is or? What is ER file? I think we discussed during our initial days, but let me tell you again. Jar is the Java archive. Okay, means if you see in your project or when you started working on the core Java, go to your JDK folder. Okay, you have the leave folder, right? You see a lot of jar file. Okay, if you unpack that using maybe WinZip or any unzipper, if you open it, you will see a lot of .classes file. Okay, so you'll see a lot of classes files. Word file is the web archive. So if we are using web, so we'll instead of creating the jar, we'll create the word file. Okay. So jar dot Java mainly contains your dot class. Okay. Dot jar file. Okay. What it contains? Dot class or maybe some config file. Config file. Okay. This is the part of the jar, or maybe it contains the XML file also. Okay, when you say the war file, okay, WAR file, what it contains all the jar. Okay, plus web. What do you mean by web? It means your HTML, CSS, okay, JavaScript, plus whatever the contents you have in your jar file. Okay, and then you have the ER file. Okay, ER file we need only if you are using the EJB. Okay, if you are using the EJB, then only in that case you need to create the ER file. Okay, otherwise normally you don't need it, right? You need only jar and war file. But with the advancement of the framework, okay, when is the framework, it is a like Spring framework. Okay, so we just need a jar. Okay, after coming to the Spring Boot, that new framework stuff, we don't need the below. Okay, this is all discarded, or an ER. If we don't have it, then we don't need it. Okay, so this is the purpose of the build. Okay, so main purpose of the build is what? creating a creating a single artifact in form of jar file, word file, or ER file. Okay, this is one thing. Second part is your deployment. Okay, deployment means what? Putting your this artifact to the box. Okay, putting the single artifact into the desired location, right? Means the server. Okay, server means your dev box, QA box, UAT box. Okay, now what do you do when we do the build process? Right, what do we do when we do the build process? It is number one task we know is your creating the design artifact. Means we are putting all our project artifacts in a single jar. Second task we do is validation. Okay, what validation we do? Say you need, when you are building, you have some precondition, you have some post condition. Okay, what could be the precondition? Maybe database connectivity. Okay, maybe pace availability. Okay, maybe system resource availability. Okay, that you can also do during the build process, right? But very common stuff or very common task during build process is, which is very vital for you guys, that is the running your test cases, unit test, running your unit test. Okay, running your unit test. Okay, this is the point 3 is a very vital. Okay, point 3 is the very vital. Okay, running your test cases. Okay, so you see during this DevOps world, okay, we create the build only if your all test cases are passed. You create the build only your test cases are passed. Okay, so this is the preconditions nowadays. Okay, and then maybe you need to generate the documentation file. Okay, report, right? When you run the test cases, you need to generate the report, isn't it? How many test cases got failed, how many got passed. Okay, what are the major concerns? Okay, if there are any issues in the code, right? So that you generate with some existing tool in Java. You remember Java doc, okay? This tool is there in the JDK. So we can also configure that, generate the project documentation, right? Which is nothing but your or API documentation, okay? API or project documentation, okay? So these are the major tasks we do in the build process, okay? Now, second point is the deployment, okay? What do we do in the deployment? Putting the single artifact to the desired location. Okay, when I say that desired location, it could be the server, it could be the central location of your project artifact. Okay, what do you mean by central location? Now think about HSBC, right? HSBC having the, say throughout HSBC, maybe it has thousands of projects, right? So it is building, right? Build and deployment may be happening every day, or maybe think about the production build. Okay, maybe it is happening every week, right? So the final artifact means whether OR file, jar file, YAR file, what you are putting in the your server, right? You need to keep that as a record that hey, I deployed this final artifact to this production environment and this is a backup. Okay, that we do, right? So normally what do we, either we check in, put that in a GitHub or maybe MKS or maybe RTC. Okay, we normally this is what do we do in HSBC. Okay, maybe similar procedure are followed in your SunGuard. Okay, now this process, the traditional way, right? The old process, what we used to do using the end. Okay, what we used to do using all this stuff using the and build process. Okay, now search, you just take this as a note and search in Google so that you can get the details. Okay, so how this ant work? Ant has lots of configuration file. Okay, and needs lots of configuration file, that is nothing but your XML configuration. Okay, this is the main headache for the Java developer and having the lots of configuration. Okay, this is the sometimes called the configuration over convention. Okay, over convention, so configuration over configuration, wherever we have this configuration, as a developer it is lots of headache. Okay, so this is the main drawbacks, right? So and more laborious, need more time. Okay, what do you mean by more time? Means less automated. Okay, more time means less automated. Okay, so these are the traditional way of creating the build and deployment process. And okay, and we see what is the problem with ants. Then what is the solution? Okay, another problem is, okay, if we are not using any deployment process, is the project structure. Okay, project structure. Okay, means how you are going to manage your project structure, where you are going to keep your Java files, where are you going to keep your HTML files, where you are going to keep your XML files. Okay, if you are using the and, it is a manual process. Okay, if you are using the and, it is all the manual process. What do you mean by manual process? Manual process means, say for example, you created the Java project, right? What you did, you right click on your Eclipse, and what you did, okay, go to the new project, yeah, and it create a project, and inside that only one src folder. Okay, and inside that src folder you create that your package, and in that package you write your Java file. Now think about, if you have in your project having HTML, CSS, you have resource file, you have XML files, you have properties files, you have SQL files, right? Where should you keep them? For that, you have to create the project folder structure. Okay, so how that folder structure will look? So this is the main project, or say project is the my project, right? And then you create a src folder. Okay, in src folder what you have, com dot say core java dot util. Okay, or com dot core java dot exception, right? You create com dot, okay, uh, say uh, my module, okay, dot module 1, okay, like this. So this is for, this is for, this is for your core artifact, right? Now maybe you need to put the XML file, so you need to create a resources directory. Okay, inside what you put, dot XML. Okay, you have put dot properties. All the files will go to the resources folder. Okay, now maybe you need to, you have to write the test cases, so you'll create a test folder. Inside the test folder you have to again create a different, okay, you have to create this different, uh, you have to create this different uh, package, right? So that you can write your test cases, right? So here in the test folder, what do, you have create your dot say xyz test dot java. Okay, you create all these files there, right? Now maybe you need to have the web. Okay, so you have create the web artifacts, okay, web apps, okay, web applications. Here you have web dot web inf. Okay, inside that web inf you have the lib. Okay, inside that of the libraries will be there, right? You have your web dot xml, right? You have, sorry, this will be come out. Okay, web dot xml. Maybe you need the JSP, you have JSP, so JSP, inside that you have all the JSPs. Okay, dot JSP, you have another JSP. Okay, so this is all this. Then you have the CSS, so you will create the another called CSS. Okay, so you have the dot CSS. Okay, you have dot CSS, you have dot CSS. Then you have the image file, so you create a img folder, right? So there you have the PNG will be there, you have that JPEG is there. Okay, you have that what is that, bitmap is there. Okay, so this is the all folder structure, right? Now the task for you will be, go to your project and see how that project is structured. You will see this similar, this similar project artifact, okay, or project structure. Okay, and if you are using the and, that is the old mechanism, old boys, then you have to create all these by your hand. Okay, you have to, all these stuffs are manual, right? Then what is the solution? Solution is the Maven, right? So when we have the Maven, you just tell, hey Maven, okay, create a Java project. Okay, it knows when I say the Java project, what are the folder structure you need. Okay, let me do it. It'll create a complete folder structure for you. Okay, just like we did it manually in case we're using and, then you are done. Okay, you will say, hey Maven, I want to create an web project. Okay, so can you generate a web project for me? Maven said, hey, yes, I can, right? So it will create a all the folder structures you need for your web project, right? So this is the one of the advantages. Okay, so sometimes it is called convention over configuration. Convention, okay, over configuration. Okay, so this is a Maven, right? This is automated, right? Configurations, convention over configuration, right? It helps you not to do more manual job, right? It has some of the, you can use the plugin. Okay, what is the plugin for? For assemble. Okay, for assemble, plugin for assemble. Okay, assembling what? Different artifact. Okay, assembling the different artifacts. What artifacts? Project artifact. We saw what those project artifact is. Yeah, for the complex project, right? You need to generate the report. Okay, this will you have to do, or you will come across when you'll be running your test cases, maybe using the cucumber, maybe using the staging. Okay, maybe using your script automation tool, right? You need to generate the report. Okay, test execution report, right? Maven provides all those APIs. Okay, Maven is having all those APIs. Okay, or third-party vendor APIs that can easily be configurable with the Maven, right? So your task is done. If you're not using the Maven, it will take maybe couple of days. Okay, if you're using Ant, it will take couple of days. But if you're using Maven, it will take maybe couple of minutes. That's it. So you see the effort variation, right? When you are using Maven, your effort is less. Okay, you are having, okay, uh, uh, less manual task. You don't have to do more manual tasks. Everything is automated. Okay, this is the purpose of the Maven, right? So now let me tell you. Okay, I'm sharing my uh, Maven. Uh, okay, one PPT I have. Let me share that. Let me know if you can see it. Can you see my desktop? That Maven?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Rohanji? Okay, perfect. So Maven is your build automation tool, primarily for Java project. Okay. And there, as I said, all convention over configuration. Okay. What it does, we just discussed, builds, documentation, reporting, dependencies. Okay. Software configuration management, release, distribution. Okay, just like the single solution for all the problems we have with the ants, right? And whenever, as a test engineer, okay, or test lead, whenever you would like to design your test cases or test framework, this is very crucial. Okay, that's the reason I told you, like during our initial days of the training, I told you. Now you are changing your thought process, you are adding more thought process or developer's thought process. You have the tester thought process, now adding more on the developer thought process. Okay, and when I say the developer thought process, this is the stuff we have to do. Okay, how to, if say you need to write the some test cases for some of your complex module, and you found hey, already the code is there, or maybe some API is already there. Why can't we use that API so that I don't have to write the code, right? So how you can include those APIs in your Maven, right? So in the Maven, we something is called the POM, Project Object Model, or the heart of the Maven. Okay, there in this POM.xml, we mention all the dependencies we have. When I say the dependencies, it means your required jar files. Okay, let me show you what do you mean by dependency. So I have my here, you have your Eclipse open, right? So what do you do? Right click on or expand your project, you see GRE libraries, and you see you have all the jar files, right? So these jar files, we call it dependencies. Okay, we call it APIs or dependencies. Okay, so if you need the new dependencies, right? Earlier, what you used to do? Right click on the project, isn't it? Go to the properties, configure the build path. You remember we used to do properties. If you go to the build path, yeah, you see the build path, there will come and configure. Yeah, you see this libraries, then you add jar. So this is a manual process. Okay, earlier we used to do all this manual process, right? If you need to add any jar, then download that jar from the internet or anywhere else where it is available and put it here, and then you're ready to go. You can use those jar files in your project. Now once you are using the Maven, you will not add any external jar here. Okay, instead you have to configure them into the Maven so that your project gets them automatically. Okay, so that's the reason Maven, okay, helps you to build. Okay, and what is that? Okay, and now and versus Maven, as I said, mentioned earlier. So these are the nice, I mean, points they have mentioned, right? We already discussed. Okay, that when you are using ant, it is lot of configurations. When you are using Maven, it is all convention. Okay, and in case of ant, build.xml is your configuration file. Okay, and there you mention steps. Hey, please do in step 1, do this, step 2, do this, step 3, do this. Okay, in case of Maven, we have something is called the pom.xml. I'll show you what do you mean by pom.xml. Okay, and the pom.xml is the heart of the Maven project. Any project which is using the Maven, right, you can go to this pom.xml and check what are the dependencies are added into that project. Okay, when I say the dependencies, it means the jar files, it means the plugin. Okay, it means the build process, it means the APIs. Okay, so that you will get using your pom.xml. Okay, the later on I'll tell you, okay, what this pom.xml looks like. Okay, this is how pom.xml looks like. Okay, maybe your font size is small. Can you read it properly?
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, so this is the how that pom.xml is structured. Okay, so you see that something is that your left left arrow and right arrow, right? So this is called the tag. Okay, so project is a tag. Okay, module version is a tag, group ID, artifact ID. Okay, version, it is all tag. Okay, every tag is having your opening tag and the closing tag. So you see project is opening tag and it is ends with the closing tag, right? Every project having a module version. You see that any project, right? Maybe you can think about your project, right? That module number or version number, the release number you can say. Okay, so this is the release number. Okay, module number. Now every project having the group ID and then artifact ID and the version number. What does it mean? It means, say HSBC, right, as a group, right? And under this HSBC, they are having say 100 of projects, right? But their root is same, HSBC. So if I write to develop the projects HSBC, and under the HSBC, so a group name will be the group ID will be the HSBC. And under that, maybe I have 100 projects, say core banking. So my core banking app, one project. So group ID will be HSBC, core banking app is the my application ID. Okay. So if I have 100 projects, their artifact is distinct. So my say core banking or investment banking, okay, or maybe the loan, mortgage, all are you could use it as an artifact, but their group ID is same. Okay. So one group ID having multiple artifact IDs. Okay. And each artifact ID is nothing but a project having one artifact and the version number. What is the current version? What is a release version 1, 2, 3, blah blah. Okay. This is the four stuff, okay, which is crucial if we'd like to develop any project using Maven. Right? Clear so far? What is four stuff for? Module version, right? It means model version means what Maven you are using. Okay, current Maven version is a 4. If it is 2 model, then we're using 2. Okay, and rest 3 is the specific to your project. Okay, every project having a group ID, it is a common. Say another group ID could be maybe you are in a investment banking, right? So under investment banking there may be an n number of projects, so every project will have their artifact ID and their group ID will be just investment banking. Okay, every project will have a version number. Okay, the way we'll release it and accordingly we'll change the version number. And next point is the dependencies. Okay, dependencies means I'll show you that. Okay, these are the dependencies. You see that libraries, all the libraries, right? Your dependencies. Okay. So when will we need to add any jar files, we'll put those as a dependencies. Okay. We'll put them as a dependency. So if I need the jar, see, we have added a JUnit. So in our project, Maven, okay, we have mentioned that, hey, we need the JUnit. Okay. This is the version number. And once we are loading our project, okay, automatically this JUnit will be downloaded from internet. Okay, if you are connected to the internet, okay, and will be added to your project. Okay, so whatever is mentioned in your pom.xml, the jar files, the API files are mentioned in your dependencies. When you are building the project, when you are compiling the project, those will be automatically be added. Okay, those will be automatically be added to your project libraries. Is that clear? Any
Yes.
question?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So just one
Hmm.
question, like
Yeah,
this Maven is a freeware, right? Or
yeah,
it's
it is all open source.
license?
Yeah, open
Okay.
source.
Because my organization, I mean, in the previous project,
Hmm.
we used to use Ant like to
Yes.
build.
Yeah.
It like at times it used to take like at times not almost every for filing every single build it used to take like 5 hours or so. So I was just wondering why we were not using Maven there.
Oh, no, sorry. Can you repeat what you said?
Like in the previous project of mine,
Yeah.
we were using Ant
Hmm.
to build, I mean, fire a build, and it used to take like 5 hours, like to
Yeah.
fire a new build every
Yeah.
time. So just wondering why we were not using Maven. It's a freeware.
Okay. The reason is, that your application is legacy, right? Okay. And to convert them, now you can propose it, right? You know the opportunity. You can propose them. Why you are not using Maven, right? So as is
Okay.
legacy, then maybe your clients are using, right? So you need to rewrite. Okay, you
Correct.
can't
It's
write.
actually a convert.
Correct. You have to rewrite your application. Okay, or maybe restructure your application. Okay, maybe there are a lot of cost is involved. So who will pay the cost?
Okay.
Client say, no, I'm happy with this, right? Let it take one day. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
It's okay, let it be. Okay, so the pain will be having at the developer side, right? Yeah, but what the time, maybe one day they have to change it, right? To if they want to make the development process faster. Okay,
Right. Right.
they need to have this Maven. Okay, so now if you want to use the DevOps, but you are using Ant, okay, both are
Right.
sitting the opposite side, right? It will slow down your build and deployment process. It will take continuous integration. It will be difficult for you.
Okay. Time to market will be like more.
Correct. Time to market will be more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And the folder structure, as I was saying, right? I was going through. So when you are creating a project, this is the typical Maven folder structure or project structure. Okay. So SRC main resources. Okay. A source is a SRC folder main resources to keep your all the property files, okay, or configuration files. Web apps ke inside web apps you have this index.jsp or if web related stuff, all will go to your web apps, okay, and your pom.xml will be the at the root level, okay. So if your application needs or you want to develop in a Maven, then that pom.xml always sit at the root level, okay. We'll show you how to do that. Okay, now you see the typical Maven structure, okay, typical enterprise application where you have the Spring, Hibernate, MySQL, all these stuffs, right? So if you create it and tell, hey, I want to create a simple enterprise application, Maven will generate this folder structure automatically, okay? You don't have to do it, right? And you see, we use the Spring tool suite, okay? You see, Spring tool suite, right? So this is nothing but the customized Eclipse version, okay. It is a customized Eclipse where all the configuration related to the Spring is already there, okay, and they have created the Spring tool suite. Now think the time, right? We are talking about the microservice, we are talking about cloud, right? So if you are using Ant to integrate your cloud, okay, to integrate with your microservice, okay, will be more laborious, right? But if you are using the Maven, okay, maybe things will be more easier, okay. Why? Because to integrate with your cloud, those artifacts already there in the Maven repository, okay. So you just add them in your pom.xml and that's it, you are done. But in case of Ant, download it from internet, okay, put it in your class path, okay, in the library folders, add them, okay. Lot of issues, lot of manual work, okay. But if you're using the Maven, that is, you can do it easily, okay. So now you see the folder structure and all descriptions we have. So src is the root for all your Java source. Inside that Java main Java, okay, I mean your application source and libraries. Resources is for your library resources or configurations, okay. If you are using any filter, okay, or assembler or configuration files, right? Yeah, could have JavaScript, web, Java resources, blah blah, right? So uh, this is the all the folder structure, okay, which we just spoke about, and this is the short description, okay. If you search in Google, just Maven and click on the image, okay, search Google Maven folder structure, search in Google that Maven folder structure, okay, and click on the image tab. You will see this folder structure for different applications will be displayed there.
Yes,
Isn't
I
it?
already miss.
Yes,
Yeah,
very.
I already got the setup from my current project
Yes.
and they are on the same line.
Isn't it? Yes, that's perfect. Okay, so now when you are put in a new project and you are very keen to know how the project is structured, okay, so now you know, right, how the project is structured, right? Then inside that root, right, src main java, you have all your packages, and you can easily get the, see, module, you see stock module is there, right? It has a DAO is there, impl is there, okay, model is there, so all are segregated and differentiated in terms of your package. Okay, so there are some comments if you would like to create this folder structure, okay, how that will be created, right? So there are some comments, but we'll use the, I mean, this is maybe the one or two times of activities. Okay, so if you would like to use the command prompt, you can, but if not, there is no harm using the uh, GUI or using the Eclipse UI, we can easily do that. Okay, then I'll show you this how to create that. Okay, now when we do that, when we do the build and deployment process, there are some steps or some life cycles are there, just like the life cycle we discussed in case of multi-threading, right? You remember multi-threading life cycle we gone through? We start, isn't it? Rohan, can you remember those multi-threading life cycle state, different state
Yes,
we had, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, similarly in Maven it has also the life cycle. Okay, in that life cycle, what is that? Clean, default, clean, build, and site. Clean will clean it, clean your application. Default is build. Okay, build means it will create the artifact, and site means it will create the reports. You will create the API docs. Okay, now Maven is executed into the four nested hierarchy. Number one is a life cycle. Inside the life cycle is a phase, right? In that phase, it is a plugin and goal. Okay, we'll discuss more on details. What do you mean by this phase? Okay, what do you mean by this goal? Okay, now, so each steps in the life cycles flows is called the phase. Okay, so in that phase, there could be the zero or more plugin goals. Okay, they are bounded to the phase. Okay, now let me, instead of theory, let me go to the what actually we will doing. Okay, now different phases of any life cycle. Okay, validate, as I told, right? Validate something. Compile means what? We want to create your dot class from your dot java, so that is nothing but a compile. Test compile. Okay, compiling your test. Okay, package, you want to build a package. Okay, you want to verify your build. Okay, you want to installing server. As I said, all the hsbc projects, okay, after build and deploy, you need to store somewhere, right? The store somewhere is nothing but called the installation. Okay, putting your all the final artifact into the final repository, that is called your installation or install. And then deploy, putting it in your prod box, your qa box, this is called the deploy. Okay, so gradually we'll be more familiar with all these terminologies for validate, compile, test, package, verify, install, deploy, site. Okay, so we'll be gradually we'll be familiaring with this all these terminologies. Okay, so this is the default. Okay, so this is the default life cycle, and in that default life cycle, this is the different phases. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 phases are there. Similarly, we want to create the site, right? Means documentation only. It is not like we would like to do build and process. We just like to create the project documentation. That is, you can do it using the MVN site. So these are the different phases. What is that? Pre-site, site, post-site, site deploy. Okay, these are the different phases of Maven site. Okay, but mostly used phases are clean, compile, install, package, and cite. Okay, most of the time, as a developer or as a test engineer, our life is limited to only this. Okay, rest of the stuff is either project architect or maybe project developer, or maybe not even uh, junior developer, maybe single or lead positions what they, because these stuffs more on, you can say, uh, um, advanced stuff. Okay, means creating the site, creating the doc, creating the APIs. Okay, more on advanced side, but on day-to-day basis we will be using only this clean, compile, build, install, package. Site we hardly use, but as a test engineer, okay, you may have to use it. Okay, Maven site, generate the project site documentation. Okay, package. Yes, any questions so far? Any question?
No.
No.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so as a test engineer, you have to be familiar with this Maven site. Okay, generates the project documentation. When I say the package, it means it compile your code and create a jar file. Install, as we know, create a package and put it into the repository. Okay, I'll tell you something. There are different labels when we say the repository. It is local repository. Okay, central repository. Okay, there are a lot of terminologies are there. Gradually we'll get to know. Okay, clean means remove all the files generated by the previous build. Compile means create a fresh dot class file from the source. Okay, now that's it. Now let me tell you some example. Okay, I'll forward you this PPT so that you can have it, or I just got it from net, so that if you search in Google that Maven PPT plus download, you will get a lot of stuff. Okay, maybe good stuff also, but for your reference I'll forward it to you. Now I'm going here. Okay, so what I did first, you need to have a Maven. Okay, so if you can use your computer together, okay, you can open it, go to the Google, search, download Maven. Okay, can you open that? Go to the Google Maven. It will take to you the Maven project. Okay, click on that, and you see a lot of version numbers are there, isn't it? So Maven say, let me go that version number. Okay, go down, go down, go down. You see 3.5 is there, right? So latest version is the 3.5. It is not 4. Okay, so based on what your choice, it is Unix, you can download the jar, sorry, tar, and if it is in Linux, you can just download a zip. Okay, so you can download the this one. Okay, or if you go to the previous release, you will see the old release are here, but anyway, better you can use it, Maven 5 bin.jar. Okay, if you do this, what you will have, go to their file system. Okay, unzip it and copy it maybe in C drive. Unzip it and copy it in your C drive. Okay, maybe I am not using maybe other way, but let me check it if I have it. Yeah, I have it. Okay, Apache Maven 3.3.9, I have it. Maybe you can download that. Okay, once you have it, unzip it. Okay, unzip it. Not size is not that big. I believe how many? I mean, eight are only 8 MB. Okay, so you can instantly download that. Okay, so did it. So yeah, so this is this. So this is your Maven home. Okay, so I'll go to environmental properties. env. Okay, so I'm going to my environmental properties. Okay, advanced, and I'll add it here. You see, I already added it, right? You see, so in your case, it is not there. So what I have to do? MVN underscore home. You can see that MVN underscore home, and as a value, put the home directory, home installation directory. Okay, put that home installation directory. Can you do that?
From where you selected that option, environment variables?
Okay, I came here, right? Uh, here. Which I mean, are you using 10 or which OS you have? Windows?
Windows 7, I believe.
Yeah, I think they are, um, then go to the run and type env. I think it will come. Or in the control panel, you can also have it.
Control panel.
Yeah,
ENV only you have to type, right?
yeah, env, yes.
Is a variable for your account, system environment variables. There are the two options.
Variable for your account. I mean, either way you can do. System means if you are using your computer is used by say more than one user, then better to use the system. Okay, if not, then just your own. Okay, better use the user variable.
Okay.
So we have to give the part till I mean like Apache Maven. In my case, it will be Apache Maven hyphen 3.5.0. That's the one I
Correct,
download.
correct, correct,
अब उसके अंदर वो सब फोल्डर है वहां तक रहने राइट
correct. Yeah,
3.5.0
correct.
ओके
I already have the Maven and that version is 3.0 showing me.
Yeah, that's fine.
3.0.4.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, now second, if you go now, okay, so can you go to your Maven installation folder now? You see that bin, boot, conf, lib.
Yeah.
Okay, now click on the bin. Okay, can copy that till bin, copy it and add at the end of your path. Okay, add at the end of your path variable. Okay, this is my path variable. I add it. Okay, you see, I think I have already added, right? Yep, you see, already added it. Or if you are using normal traditional Windows 7, then put the semicolon, then add this.
Yeah.
Added.
Yeah.
Okay, now open a command prompt. Open a command prompt. Okay, go to cmd. Okay, opened it. So now mvn and type mvn.
So some error in the output.
Correct, yes. It means your Maven is installed successfully.
Okay.
If not installed successfully, you will say command not found.
Right. Yeah.
Done, Ronji, done.
Sergio, that's already installed on my machine and
Okay.
configured.
Okay,
So
that's great. Okay. So now if you then type this mbn, what you see? This error, right?
the error is not recognized any internal or external command,
Yes.
operate
Yeah,
problem or that.
correct. So it means, okay. So in which directory you are?
I am on my PeopleSoft ID related directory.
Okay. So is that in C directory or what directory? C, right?
See, yes,
Yes. And where is your Maven installed?
Maven installed.
C?
Maven means the unzipped files you mean?
Right, yeah.
Unzipped file that is in C drive only,
Yeah.
but HWD tools and Apache Maven 3.0.4 that is.
Yeah. And you say that is there in the class path, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that in the path? It is there, bin, till bin.
Uh, I am not able to access that because whenever I'm
Okay.
जब भी मैं जा रहा हूँ उसके अंदर तो
Uh-huh.
वो मुझे सिस्टम के अंदर जा रहा हूँ तो मुझे वो बोल रहा है कि वो अलग एक्सेस लगता है we don't have
Correct.
that access.
Okay, okay, okay. So you don't have the access.
Yeah,
Okay.
edit the
Yeah.
system environment
Correct.
variable. So whenever
So
I'm
what
pushing a
they have
link, so
to do, okay, when you go to office Monday, ask that okay, please add this bin to my class path. ठीक है, उसको बोलो
right.
और इधर डाल दो.
Okay.
ठीक है ना. अदरवाइज आपका मैविन का
हाँ,
रिलेटेड कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे. ठीक है.
right.
ओके.
नहीं पर
नाउ.
अभी का जो मेरा सेटअप है ना उसके अंदर आई एम करंट ऑटोमेशन सेटअप एंड ऑल
हाँ.
सो फॉर माय ऑफिस सो उसके अंदर जो मेरा जो भी होता है मेवन थ्रू ही होता है
ओके. डेस्कटॉप में और लैपटॉप
तो
में.
एंड लैपटॉप में
बट आपने मैविन कमेंट चला है क्या? मैविन का कमेंट चला है, एमवीएन क्लीन कंपाइल ये सब.
मेरा जब स्क्रिप्ट चलता है ना जो भी आपने बोला था फॉर्म डॉट एक्सटेमएल वो सब मेरे इधर है और वो चलता है वो
तो फिर कमेंट से वो चलना चाहिए जैसे अभी चला है ना, दिस शुड वर्क. है ना. अदरवाइज
अच्छा
अदरवाइज ये तो नहीं चलेगा. है ना. कोई भी कमेंट आई मीन अगर आप पाथ में नहीं है देन यू सिंपली शुडंट यू नो यू शुडंट. हम्म.
ओके
तो आपको बीन तक तो इधर डालना ही पड़ेगा.
ओके
ठीक है. नाउ वंस यू आर
हाँ
डन इट, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज वी हैव टू go to the another component which is very crucial, that is a git. Okay, github, we discussed github, remember github?
या
Yeah, recall something on the git.
या
Okay, so git is your source repository. Git is the source repository. Okay, means whatever the whatever the projects we are building, right, we need to store in a central repository. That central repository could be your MKS, your RTC, okay, your Git, okay, or WinCSB. But when you are working in the DevOps culture, when you are working in the DevOps culture, so Git is the preferred choice for everybody. Okay, Git is the preferred choice for everybody. Okay, it is again open source, but it comes with the license. Okay, so I believe in your app, in your organization maybe they are using the Git. Okay, or if not, if they are uh, migrating or adopting the DevOps culture, they have to. Okay, and the main purpose of adopting DevOps culture is speedness of your development. Okay, you can speed up your development. Okay, so to do that, we have to learn that we have to download the git. So again go to the Google. Okay, to work with the git very successfully, let's download the git bash. Okay, download git bash. Okay, okay, for Windows whatever, right, Windows 10. Okay, Windows 10 whatever, 16 bit or 32 bit. Okay, so you'll get the git scm, click on that, git download. Okay, and there you can see, right, that Mac, Linux. Okay, and the for latest version you see for Windows is 2.13.3. Okay, so download it. I believe its size not more than 18 or around I believe 20 MB.
So this Git is used for source control management.
Correct.
In our organization, like we use SVN.
Yes. So you are maybe 5 years back.
We are not investing.
Yeah, you are 5 years back.
Yeah, but they have been using SVN for now quite some time now.
Mm-hmm.
I remember from the time I joined using the same thing.
Yeah.
Just download.
Yeah. Download it. Yeah. Now install it.
Yeah. So on this path environment, adjusting your path environment, there are three options.
Hmm.
Use Git from Git bash only. Use Git from Windows command prompt, which is the default selected one.
Hmm.
And third is use Git and optional Linux tools from the Windows command prompt.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have.
Yeah. Let me give you the control. I am making a presenter. Okay. You can share your desktop.
Okay. So I'll get the request from your side.
Yeah. You just you can share your desktop. Click on that screen, right? And the top, you
Right?
can see the screen is there. So you can click on that computer symbol.
Uh,
On the right hand side, below to mic screen, there is one screen like desktop, no? So that should be enabled for you now.
okay. I actually got a pop-up share your screen,
Yes. Right.
Click on
and
that.
it has like should click on download, right?
What?
On the share and screen, there are two action buttons:
Yeah.
cancel and download. To become a presenter, I need to download it.
Okay. Okay.
Small extension.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Download it.
You are on tab, yeah?
Yeah, I'm on Chrome. Yeah. Okay, I'm sharing it. Able to see, sir? Can I? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. You'll see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
एंटर केली का व्हॅल्यू चॅट मध्ये?
Let me enter it. think sir is away.
Okay. So use git from git bash only. Okay. Use git from the Windows command prompt. Okay. First one. Select the first one. Yep. Ron, can you? I hope you can see this, right?
Yeah, I can see this,
Okay.
but I am not doing it because
Mm-hmm.
it will ask for the so many permissions on my machine's company desktop, and my net
Okay.
is
Right.
slow, so I'm not doing
Yeah. Okay.
from
Now
my
go
current
next.
desktop.
Yeah. Go next. Next. Just we take the default. Yep. Yes. Yeah, finish it. Yeah, launch git bash. Yeah, now click on that git bash. Type mvn. So you can close this command prompt, okay? I mean, normally we don't use it. So in our case, we'll be just doing the clean build. We'll be using this command prompt,
Yeah,
okay?
it's there.
Right.
Calculus,
Yeah.
yes.
So it is there loaded, okay? So Rohan,
Yeah.
you also have to do the same thing, right? So maybe uh, when you will be in office on Monday, install this git bash and just make it done, okay?
I'll stop sharing, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now next point is, let me go back to the Maven part, okay? So then what you have to do? You have to uh, download the Maven plugin for your Eclipse. Okay. Hopefully you may have. If you are using the new one, hopefully it is there. Okay. If not, okay. So go here about. Sorry, not about. Go to the help. Okay. You'll see install Eclipse Marketplace. Okay. So go to the Eclipse Marketplace.
Just 1 second, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Eclipse Marketplace. Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. Then you search it. Eclipse or sorry, Maven plugin. Maven. Click on search button.
Can you how to go to marketplace, sir?
Yes, so I'm canceling it. Go to the click on help. Click on help.
Help. Uh, okay, click marketplace.
Yeah.
Okay. Cannot open marketplace. Cannot
Yeah.
install remote market.
Yeah, I think you will not
Cannot.
have access, right? Eclipse Marketplace. Go there.
Okay, it's saying that due to the internet connection there is a problem. Okay.
Yeah, you need to have that.
What do I search, sir? Maven.
Yeah, Maven.
Just Maven or Maven plugin?
Yeah, Maven, if you search, it will come. Okay, so
Okay. So it's showing me. Just checking for the updates. Yeah.
yeah. So you see that Maven, if you, yeah,
Type
Maven integration
here.
for Eclipse, right? You see that M2E?
Maven integration. Yeah.
Yeah, so
1.5.0.
yeah, so what is it, only installed? You see that button
It's
bottom?
it's yeah,
Is
it's installed already.
okay, correct. Okay, it's because we are using neon, right? So you don't have to um, install it. Okay,
Install
so
it.
yeah, if not, then maybe we have to um, okay, fine. So now everything in place, right?
Yeah.
So now we'll create a Maven project, right? So right click on it in your package explorer, right click on it.
Okay.
Okay, new. Okay, Maven project, you see Maven project.
A second, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, click on that.
मुझे नहीं दिख रहा सर.
Okay,
Package explorer पे ना.
okay. So file, new, others. File, new, others.
Select Maven.
Yeah, Maven. You see Maven project module, all this, right?
Okay. Select the project, Maven project,
Yeah,
and then say next.
next. Yeah. Okay, then go next. Let's say default workspace. Next. Yeah. So you have something like this.
Yeah. Quick start. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you see a lot of stuffs are there, right? It all are ready-made. You can say projects are there. Okay, project structure. Okay. So first, what we do is that type the quick start. Click. Sorry, check on the filter type quick start. You see quick
Yeah.
start. Yeah. Now type web. Okay, so you see if you do the wave it creates, I mean it gives you by default something, right? Now take a look. Okay, look at this artifact ID. Okay, and just select one and scroll down. Maven archetype J is simple. Okay, then you have archetype plugin site, portlet, quick start. Okay, site sample, web apps, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the default stuff, okay, which we need. So when you choose one and go next, basically if I say the quick start, right? Say let's do the quick start. Okay, select that quick start and click next. It will ask you prove the group ID. Okay, so give a group ID, anything. Okay, so give your name. It means you are the super boss, right? Like HSBC. Okay, if we are creating any project in HSBC, normally what do you do? Com dot HSBC. Okay, under HSBC lot of stuffs are there, say core banking. Okay, so this is the group ID is the core banking, right? Now I'll create a project. This will be your project bank project name. Okay, so give a meaningful name. Okay, so the say my project name is core banking. hmm, Core banking dash maybe custom whatever, like, okay, say payment. Okay, so I would like to create a project called a payment. under this core banking. Okay, so you see, you can get the whole hierarchy, right? So we are creating a project called core banking payment, right? And the group ID is com hsbc core banking. Okay, and now next time say want to create another project in core banking, right? In that case the group name will be the same, but the artifact will be, instead of payment, say we'll say loan, right? So then under the same group ID this will be created, and this is a version number, right? Initial version how you would like to. Okay, this is a base version, so it always start with the snapshot. Okay, is it always start with the snapshot. Okay, so now core banking. Okay, core banking, sorry, uh, payment.
Payment.
Okay, now click next. What happened? Okay, maybe something is wrong.
Cannot be the
Hold on, so maybe something is wrong here. Let me open my neon.
क्रिएटेड अ सोर्स फोल्डर सर, और उसके अंदर दो सब फोल्डर्स हैं, मेन और टेस्ट करके,
Hmm.
एंड अगेन मेन एंड टेस्ट के अंदर जो सब फोल्डर्स है वो उसका हायरार्की सेम, लाइक जावा कॉम जो आपने डिफाइन किया था, मैंने समीर कोर बैंकिंग पेमेंट वैसा। सो सोर्स के अंदर मेन एंड टेस्ट है,
Hmm.
and under main and test, Java com and the hierarchy that we define, and there is a pom.xml.
Yeah, so let me open my stuff, then I'll show you.
Yeah.
mine is not working too.
Okay. we create a project for our normal core Java project. We'll create the quick start. Okay, quick start. Go here, give the name com.hsbc dot core banking, right? Then dash payment. Okay, and there by default you can put the package name, but sometimes it creates I mean like this, so we'll correct it. Okay, core banking then payment. Okay, so it will be also creating a package for you, right? So finish it. Okay, repository, maybe some problem here. I don't know, maybe some problem. Okay, it is just updating this indexing, so let's complete it.
Yeah.
Are you in your case, is it working, or in your case
The
Yeah,
in
mine
I
are also, I'm getting the same error.
okay, how about Samir? Samir,
Which option is selected?
it has, yeah, it has created a project,
okay,
and like
perfect.
there is a source directory
Yeah,
and a test directory
right. Okay,
under which it has created the
right. So let
packages,
me let
and there is,
okay. So hold, let me do one thing. Give you the control. Okay. So sorry.
So where you went to the preferences, sir?
Sorry.
You selected something under preferences, no?
Yeah, I'll show you. Okay, I'll show you that. What I did, I'll show you. Okay, so I had given the control to the Summit sir so that he can share his desktop and let me explain what we just did. Okay, yeah. Now, yeah. So the your project, you see. So if you are creating a quick start project, this is how your folder structure looks like. Rohan ji, आप देख रहे हो क्या? Can you see that clearly?
Adik.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So this is how your folder structure looks like. Okay. So now, which one is that? Which one you have created? Yeah.
So this is the one, sir.
Right. Okay. So now expand it. So now src main Java, right? Src test. Okay. By default, it creates the two folder. Okay. And you see at the bottom, that is a src then target folder. Yeah. Target folder. Right. So target folder means whenever we are creating a build, right? After compilation, all your compiled classes will be generated in the target folder. Okay, that we'll see it now. So src main Java where you should create all your Java classes. Okay, and you see that package name. Okay, so as I was saying that when you put the package name, it doesn't sometimes use the proper format. So you have to give the proper format, right? So you see the code banking came twice and we don't need it, right? So we'll remove,
Yeah.
yeah, right click, rename that, right click, yeah, right click on that, then hopefully source, yeah, source, sorry, refactor, I think, yeah,
Okay.
refactor, rename, yeah, okay, so you can just rename that. So yeah, okay, fine. So this is the normal, right? And it says at the test Java, okay, where you should create all your test case here. Okay, if you need to write your test case, you should write here only. Okay, now, so when you are creating a simple classes, sorry, simple project for the core Java, we'll select the quick start. Okay, now go to create another project.
New project?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. We are not done yet. No, wait. Okay. Now open this, right? App test.jar. You see, this is how it has created one sample test class, right? And you see, if you want to create a test class, right? So it has extended the APIs, right? Now go to your pom.xml. Go to your pom.xml.
Yeah. Yeah, sir.
Okay. Now see, now this is the, if you see it, this is the your default. I mean, how do you see? Now click on the pom.xml. That tab, you see that? Yep. Okay. Now here, as I was explaining, right? Group name, artifact ID, version number, package, right? So after packaging, it will create a jar file. Okay. It will create a jar file that will do and show. Then name, you see the name? Okay. Yeah, name is there, URL is there. Now go down. Dependencies.
Hello.
আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ, okay, sorry, I had a call actually. Okay, so you see that dependencies part. Okay, now next point, as we are discussing, right, in that where is my notepad, right? We have notepad, right? So when you create that, finally we create this project artifact, right? Your final project artifact, that will be either your or file, jar file, or ER file, right? So in this, what is that? Yeah. So here, this is the location, line number 8, right? If you would like to create a war file, that packaging will be war. Instead of jar, it will be the war. Okay. If you would like to ER file, then that packaging will be the EAR. Okay. This is how we'll be packaging the stuff. Okay. Now, uh, then the line number 17, dependencies. Okay. So here, say you need to write the unit test cases. For that, you need to jar file. Okay. So for the jar file, okay, you have to mention the dependencies, so that if you are connected with the internet, corresponding API jar will be downloaded automatically. Right. Now go to the Google. Okay. Now go to the Google. Now we want to say you need the test engine jar file. Test engine. Okay. So uh, in Google search, download testng.jar. Download testng.jar.
This one?
Yes. Yeah. So normal scenario. Okay. So now go down. Yeah. So in normal scenario, if you need this, what we'll do? Okay, hold on, go up, go up, go up, go the top. Yeah. Okay. So this download Windows. Now let's see. There is some location where you could. Okay. I think they have removed the whole the manual process. Okay. Now you can't. You only get it the test ng jar through this. Uh, through this Maven dependency. Okay. Now uh, copy this dependency. That's part. Copy that.
This one?
Yes, copy that. Yep, copy that. Yeah, go to your pom.xml. Yeah, after dependency, line number 23. Yeah, enter. Okay, Con
Question?
yes, paste it. Yeah, Control S, do Control S, Control S. See the bottom, right? It is loading, building the workspace.
Yeah.
It is basically loading from the internet.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll show you what it is doing actually. Okay, now by the time it load, lets it complete. Okay, download. Go to the Google. Again, go to the Google. Yeah. Another open, go another Gmail. Yeah, go on another Google. Okay, download Selenium WebDriver. WebDriver. Yeah, go there. Okay, do you see that? Okay, see download version. Click on that. Yeah, what is
This
that?
one,
Yeah, click on that. Yeah,
3340.
right. Okay, hold on. Yeah, see download. Okay, below is where you can find the all the Selenium components. You can also find list of the previous release and additional information for Maven users. You see, Maven is the popular Java. Okay, okay, hold on. Yeah, you see that Java client version 4 download. See the option?
This one,
Right, click on that. Download, right.
this one.
See, it is loading the jar file. Okay, see 20 MB jar file. Okay, so once you download it, and if you would like to use it in your project, you have to manually add this jar in your project. Okay, how? Go to the Eclipse. Yeah, click on the keep.
सर ये वाला यहाँ से लिया था मैंने.
Huh, that's fine, that's fine. Keep, yep. Okay, now see its location. Yeah, close it. Yeah, so it is located here, right? Then go to the folder, right? Go to the folder. Okay, perfect. Now right click and copy. Okay, hold on. Now go to the Eclipse. Keep it here. Go to Eclipse. Yeah. So now say in your application you need to add the Selenium jar. Okay. And what we did we are doing the traditional and manual process. Okay. In that case, what you have to do? You have to add this jar through your build path. So right click on the project. Right click on the project. Properties. Jar. Build path. Right. Add jar. Yeah. And add this your uh, sorry, add external jar, right? It is in file system. To cancel it, right? Add external jar. Go to that location, download location.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you have added, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is the manual stuff. Now, if you would like to add the that same jar file through Maven, now go there, go to your web page. Click close on it. That WebDriver, right? Selenium WebDriver.
ये थोड़ा
Yeah.
hang हो.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you see that Maven part for Maven user at the top, top, yeah, Selenium, go up, go top. Yep, the downloads. You see that Maven. Below is the right. Below is the yeah. Read that language. Below is that right. Click on that. Okay. So now copy that dependency. You see right. Yeah, copy it and put it in the pom.xml. Yes, that's it. Okay. No. What happened? What happened? Control S. What happened? What are you saying?
So
Why it is red? Check it. Why it is red? It is definitely.
yeah,
Take the mouse on it. No, no, no. Cancel it.
should.
Okay. That closing. You see that closing arrow. Right. Line number 34. Yeah. Closing arrow. Okay. Perfect. Control S. See, it is loading now. Okay. So now this way in your project now, this way, whatever the dependency you need, you can just add it simply here. Okay. You can simply add it. Okay. Now tomorrow, if you need the cucumber, right? So go to the your Google, go to the Google. By the time let it load, yeah, download cucumber Maven dependency.
This one, sir. This is okay.
Download cucumber Java from yes. Yeah. So that click on that first link. Yeah. Click on the first link. You see? Right. Click on that. Yeah. Copy that. Yeah. So all your dependency will go inside the dependencies. Okay. All your dependency will go the inside the dependencies. Okay. And now tomorrow, if you need to some another jar, okay. So normally, whatever the jar you need, okay. People who are the open source community, what they do, they just develop that jar, okay. Open source community, they develop the jar and put it into the Maven central repository. Okay, now let it download. Go to your Google. Yeah, you see that mavenrepository.com. Yeah, so mavenrepository.com, it is a open source community site where people, if you they would like to contribute anything, okay, if they would like to contribute, right, they create their jar and put it here, okay, and this information dependencies, right, info, group info, artifact id, version number, and using that group id, artifact id and version number, okay, you can get all the libraries you need in the world. Okay, this is a very unique id, right, version number, artifact id and group id is a unique number. Okay, with this name only one artifact exists in this world. Okay, and this is how your open source community, okay, this is how open source community basically distribute the artifacts here. Okay, Rohan, are you following, right? Any question?
No.
Rohan, you
Yeah, I
there?
mean, there are
Hmm.
so many things are there, means by downloading,
Hmm.
but yes, miss, I'm not sure now how that will work on my machine, but I need to check on Monday. But
Hmm.
yeah, but at least getting it what is happening.
Okay. Yeah, you basically need the access, okay, so that you can download it. And as you are using this office laptop, I doubt that they will allow you to access the outside internet.
HSBC is downloading everything from the Nexus. There
Hmm.
is one
Correct.
development Nexus
Correct.
page. That is their own depository, and that is
Correct.
up to date. That is up to date, means different what we say on the forum they are getting connected with.
Yeah.
That is what I know,
Yeah.
and I have seen that is getting updated automatically. So, but
Correct.
I need to create something like this and need to check if it's working or not.
Yeah. So yeah. So but procedure will same. Now I'll speak about the repository. Okay. Now go there. Go to your. Um, okay. Now I'll let me share something. So whenever you need, okay, any jar file, first you will search that any Maven repository is there. Okay, so you search in Google that, okay, so you need a Spring jar. Okay, the Spring Core Maven repository. Go to the Google, search Spring Core Maven repository. Spring Core Maven, download Spring Core Maven repository. Download Spring Core Maven repository. Spring Core Maven repository.
So, which all systems are getting connected? We downloaded test ng, then the Spring Core, then
JUnit
JUnit is by default.
Selenium by default. Selenium driver dependencies.
Cucumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cucumber. First link, sir.
Yeah, okay. So click on that. Okay, then you will get the similar. Uh, yeah, you see that latest is going to Spring 5. Click on that version number 50 or any version you need, right? Yeah, click on that. Okay, see that dependency is there. You copy that, and if you put it in that your pom.xml, okay, it will be loaded automatically if you are connected with the internet. Right. Okay, so this is how we do. Now copy, yeah, control S. Now go to again that create a Maven for, alright, create another project. Okay, so now go to the file, create another Maven project.
So whenever we are adding this dependency, this is getting added the jar files in the jar section of what means actually what it does.
Okay, I'll tell you that. Okay, just before that, let me finish it.
Okay.
Yeah, go to others. Yeah, create another Maven project.
It will, it will go under reference libraries or what, sir?
Yeah, I'll tell you that. Okay, that Rohan mentioned that some repository, right? So I'll explain you what is that. Yeah, go to the file, new, others. Yeah, Maven project. Next. Now click on the web app. In filter, type web app. Now, yeah, so okay. Give some name accordingly. Give the name.
क्या डालूं इधर?
कुछ भी डाल दो. Yeah, finish.
So यहाँ पे किया है
Yes, okay.
स्प्रिंग
Now
के लिए.
correct. Okay, so now क्यों आया वाला? ले वो take it हुआ. ओके, वो अभी तक नहीं आया उधर, ठीक है ना? वर्जन नंबर है ना, और अपडेट वर्जन अभी तक नहीं आया, ठीक है? सो मे बी वी हैव टू यूज द ओल्ड वर्जन. ओके, बट यू गॉट इट how to add the dependency, right? So for now you just commented that. Okay, now expand that. You create that folder project, right?
आया नहीं
Expand.
सर इधर.
Yeah, right.
ओके क्या
Yeah,
आया?
yeah. Click project.
इज इट बिल्डिंग?
No. Yeah, click on that.
टेस्ट नहीं बना इसमें.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the go there. Yeah. You see, for the wave, what it created this folder, right?
वेब आया में.
Yeah. Isn't it? Wave in a folder. So different folder structure for different type of projects. Okay. Different folder structure for different types of projects. Okay, clear so far? So you see now you explore. Okay, go to that file. Okay, others project, Maven project, and see the option. Okay, you will see there are different templates. Okay, project templates are there. Based on what you need, just select that and put the name, and you will see accordingly. Okay, those folder structures will be created, right? So far we just did how Maven web project will look like, how a core Java project will look like, okay, how the project structure will look like.
So इसमें टेस्ट नहीं बनता सर वेब एप्स
वो
वाले
नहीं
में?
हाँ वो नहीं बनाया तो अपन को खुद ही बना सकते हैं उसको, ठीक है ना, वो देखो
ओके,
उन्हें खुद नहीं बनाया है ना,
राइट।
so we have to make that. Okay, so now if that is the case, now expand your first example, right? That core banking payment, okay? No, expand both, okay? So that I can show the difference, right? Okay, so you see that SRC main test, right? Yeah. So you see that SRC main. So where is the test? Test is in SRC, correct?
राइट।
Yeah. So now at the bottom, okay, in your bottom project, okay, that right click on the SRC. Yeah. Right click on the SRC. No, or top one, top one, top one. That SRC main. You see that? Yeah. Right click on it. Right click on it. New. Go to the new folder. Okay, source folder. You see that folder? Source folder. No, no, not that one. Source folder. No. Okay, source folder. Okay. So what the name? We would like to create it under SRC. So SRC slash SRC slash test. What is saying? Cannot nest slash slash test. Sorry, slash Java. Slash Java. It's saying it is netbanking.test. Already exists, then why it is not showing? Okay, cancel it. Cancel it. Okay, expand this. Main web app. Okay, it is not showing, right?
नो।
Okay, so then we need to check why it is not showing. But you know, it said it's already created, okay? But if nothing is not there, then we can just right click on it and create that particular folder structure.
या।
Yeah. So this is one thing. Now, next question is the repository. What happen when we add these any dependency in the pom.xml? Okay. And you saw that it was downloading.
करेक्ट।
Yeah. So now go to your C drive, C user, then username. You see the, okay, perfect. M2, you see that M2 folder? Yeah, go inside. So this is your local repository, okay? So whenever you add any dependencies in your pom.xml, okay, that will be downloaded in this location. Okay, now go to your project, go to Eclipse. Okay, right click on the project, first one, that first project you created, right click on it. Okay, properties, build path. Yeah, build path library, right?
या।
Now see that Maven dependencies, click on that. See, whatever you just downloaded, see, it is referencing from M2 folder. Okay, just make it longer, its size, right. Okay, you see that from where it is referencing, it is taking from your M2 folder. Okay, so this is when you add any dependencies, okay, it adds into that M2 folder, M2 repository, and corresponding to that folder location, and take the reference from there. Okay, and take the reference from there. Clear so far?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, now let me share the screen and show you. Okay, so now what happened, normally every organizations, okay, they have their own repository. So if you see the structure of any repository, so what happened, it is a global repository. Okay, just like public, right? Just like that a Maven repository. Then you have the local or organizational repository. Okay, so this is nothing but say what normally people does. Okay, say in case of any organization, big organization, they load all this repository from the Maven public repository and put it in their private one, right? And when you mention, okay, in the pom.xml, if you would like to use your local repository, okay, if you would like to use the, if you like to use the repository, okay, mention in the pom.xml, okay, instead of if you don't put anything, by default it will go to the public repository. If not, if you mention like from where this artifact should be downloaded, that repository location have to mention in the pom.xml. Okay, so normally every organizations, they have their local repository. Okay, and after that you have the user repository, right? User repository, there is nothing but, okay, that is nothing but your workstation. Okay, so gradually what this organization does, they keep updating, okay, keep updating and checking if any, keep updating, okay, if they need to have the new, can you please go on mute, can you please, if you're not talking, can you please go on mute?
1 second, sir. It's kind of stuck.
Okay, so yeah, so if you're not talking, please go on mute. Okay, so now okay, so there is first is the public repository, then you have, that is nothing but your global repository, then you have the local repository, okay, local or organizational repository, there's a private, and then you have the user repository. Okay, so whenever we load something or mention any dependency in the pom.xml, by default that should be loaded into the your local workstation repository. Okay, and whenever you are writing your application, whenever you are writing your application, as in the pom.xml we have mentioned those dependencies, okay, and every time it will refer those libraries from your local repository. Okay, that M2 folder in your C drive. Okay, C username, then M2 folder. Okay, so in that M2 folder you have all the required dependencies. Okay, in your M2 folder you have all these required dependencies. Clear so far, Ron? Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So every organization's having their own repository. Okay. The reason is maybe security reason. They don't want to download the unnecessary stuff before using them. Okay. They just want to verify whether those jar files are from trusted source, right? Because anybody can put any kind of, I mean, code, right? They can also infect the virus by circulating that Maven, right? Using the Maven, because that is open and they knows that everybody use that, isn't it? So that's the reason every local organizations having their own repository. And next point is, say once your project, right, the project you are working, maybe that project could be used into the another project. Okay, that project may be used in another project. Okay, so how they can get that, right? Either you can send that by email or you need to store it somewhere. Okay, instead of that, you can store your final project artifact, okay, as a jar file into that organizational, okay, organizational repository, and with the group ID and uh, artifact ID, okay, you just mentioned, okay, and then within organization you can distribute that throughout the organizations. Okay, so this is how we distribute it. Okay, now any questions so far?
No.
Okay, perfect. Now next point is we will go to the Git. Okay, now GitHub. Okay, GitHub is the again the open source. Okay, open source repository. Okay, it is open source repository. Okay, so when we say it is open source, so all the open source project are hold here, right? If you want to see the code, you can get it here. Okay, so now I would like to see that we know that JUnit is open source, right? JUnit is open source, right? Okay, so we'll go and search in the Git, right? So in the Git you will, okay, so okay, so this is the JUnit frameworks Git library. Okay, and you can get all the source code actually. Okay, you see, if you come here, all the details are there. Who is using, who are using, okay, when they are using, what is the current development, you can get it all it here. Okay, go to the project and see it. Okay, so this is the Git repository source. Okay, now if you see the code here, okay,
Hello.
so this is, yeah, this is the JUnit 5 is
सर
there.
आप
Yeah, sorry,
अब कुछ दिखा रहे हैं क्या अभी?
हाँ, दिख नहीं रहा है?
नहीं, मेरे को अभी ओवरव्यू दिख रहा है वो.
अच्छा, okay, let it come. Ron, can you see?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, let's wait. Maybe slow net.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Can you see now that GitHub?
No, not yet.
Okay. So you can search, okay? The search it. They say JUnit plus Git. You will see that it will open a page and you will see a lot of folders are there. Okay, so whenever we say it is open source, all the source are open in the GitHub. Okay, and when people that normally work, they just work it, put the update, fix the bug. Okay, add some new modules and check in here. Okay, so GitHub is the repository of all the open source project, whether it is Java, whether it is Spring, throughout the world. Okay, whatever the open source project or product we talk about, all are here in the GitHub. Okay, now as a programmer or as a test engineer, maybe we need to write the code, right? But the good point is the problem statement you are working, maybe somebody has already created some of the tutorials, okay, and stored it in the Google, right? Just like, I am also sometimes I create my own stuff and put it in the GitHub so that other people can use. Okay, so you see, I have created my own ID. Okay, this is my ID, and if you go here, you will see some of the project I also contributed. Okay, let me go my profile, or okay, let me check that. Okay, so I'll go to my profile. Okay, so this is a repository. I have total contributed total 21 items. Okay, currently I'm just working on this Angular JS Spring Boot stuff, right? 10 days ago I have just updated this. 5 days ago I have created this project. I have created a Spring Boot documentation. Okay, so this is how I am contributing, right, to this community, so that if people need, they can also use my code. Okay, similarly, if you would like to create your stuff and would like to contribute, okay, you can create a ID here. Okay, you can say this is a social networking site for the developers. Okay, they create their stuff and distribute it freely to other developers. Okay, so you should like to say, like to learn the Cucumber. Okay, you would like to learn the Cucumber, and it is there in the Google, right? And somebody has already worked on this Cucumber. What you will do? Cucumber, okay, tutorials, Java plus Git. Okay, Cucumber, Java, Selenium Cucumber. You see? So already Java Cucumber example, right? Already people has worked on it. Okay, people has already worked on it, so you don't have to bother. You have to know how to do the copy paste. समीर जी आप देख रहे हो? Ron, you can see it, right?
I can see, but I cannot see him in a attendee list now. He dropped off, ma'am, I think.
Who? Sameer.
Sameer,
Oh, right, right,
if
right.
you go to the
Yeah, yeah,
attendee
yeah,
list
right.
now,
Yeah.
you and me is there only.
Okay, fine. Anyway, we are just recording this session, right? Okay, so we shouldn't have any
Yeah.
problem. Okay. Okay, let's ping the WhatsApp. Okay, let's see. I logged. I dropped.
Are you using a web application of WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Are you on tab or laptop?
No laptop.
Okay. So there is a link as well or what?
Yeah. Web.whatsapp. You see this? Web.whatsapp.
No, I never seen it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can also use it from your. Uh,
That's good. Okay.
yeah.
Yes, I got dubbed joining again. Okay.
Yeah. He's just joining.
It's good we are not using the camera. Otherwise, I wouldn't have used it because
See,
it's
if your camera, then it will
a
be more
lot.
slow. Now it will use your bandwidth, right? So
Yeah,
until it is very much needed, better like use the minimum device.
right.
But how is the experience? Are you feeling any difference?
Now the theory section, there are the only theory sections going on the
Yeah.
installation. So for now it's good. Means whenever we have any emergencies or something like situation, then
Right, right.
definitely we can use it.
Yeah.
I don't mind using it.
We'll continue for the next 15 minutes. Okay, we have to finish it at 2:30 sharp. So let's see.
It's already 2:18.
Yeah, so we are 12 minutes remaining.
Now 11.
Huh?
Now 11. Your watch is showing 2:19 already.
Yeah, right.
So how was your release yesterday?
Yeah, good.
Release get till late night or what?
No. It takes maybe 1 or 2 hours. Okay, or maybe more
Okay.
than that. But we started at EST morning time. EST 8:30 means our um, here 6. Okay, that is one. And we started
Hmm.
here early morning. Early morning means we had another group. They started 9:30 a.m. Okay, and um, if any problem, then they will call. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, so it goes like
Okay.
step by step. So it runs basically. It starts Friday our time evening. Okay, maybe New York time after Friday. Okay, Friday working hour, and it runs
Mhm.
through their Saturday evening. Okay, so it like 24/7.
Oh, so for this Go meeting, do you have any professional account or something like? Because when
It
I try to log on, it's saying it's a 30 days
trial version, right?
free,
Yeah, 30 days trial.
free version.
Yeah, so normally I don't need it. So if it is a elapsed, I create another account. I create another account. Okay, so
Okay.
this way I use it.
And next week you are saying something, no? You are you available next week?
No, next week I am not available.
So you are going out of town,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like?
I am going to out of town.
Okay. So next week you don't have anything.
Uh, Next week, yeah, we should join. I mean, online we should join. I mean, uh, we shouldn't miss the class. I mean, you will see if the net is okay at my place where I am going. Okay, better let's join Saturday also and Sunday also. I mean, if
No,
any
Saturday not possible.
not possible.
Saturday not possible for
Okay,
me because I am going to my hometown
okay,
and I don't have net at hometown.
okay.
I will check. Means again we'll keep discussing. If
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get the net and all that, then yeah, we can do that. I will keep you posted on
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah. Okay, that's point what I would like to tell you, right? So, if you see it here, right? Okay, so you need to do some tutorials for the cucumber. Okay, so as I
Hmm.
said, it's a
Hmm.
go search in Google that I just need to download it. Okay, so go here. Okay,
Uh,
you see how I
hmm.
search it? I search in Google, right? I need to do the tutorial in the
Hmm.
cucumber. and you'll see a lot of people already done this tutorial, right? So you are not the alone who is doing this first time. Okay, so just download it.
Mm,
Okay, so click on that and check, read some, you see if you go down, maybe somebody already see how to do this blah blah setup stuff already, they have done it.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
and go and read it, you will get the details. Okay, but
mm,
you need this
mm,
code, right, so that you can reuse it. Okay, what you will do, you just simply, okay, you just simply download it. Okay, download as a zip file. Okay, the whole code will be
mm,
now downloaded.
mm.
Okay, so now my cucumber related examples are downloaded, right? So what is that? Let's cart it. Okay, and take this D drive. Okay. No, not here. ठीक है, इधर ही डाल देते हैं. New test workspace. Okay, paste it. Okay, after paste, now extract it. Okay, so now go to the folder. Okay, so all things are there. You see the build, blah blah stuffs are there. Now make the name is shorter name. Okay, so I'll go to the rename and remove this example. Okay, that's it. Right. So then what I'll do,
Mm.
I will import this as a Maven project. Okay.
jar file.
Yeah, no, I'm just import that project. Okay, I'll import that project.
Oh, you are impacting the whole project.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, you see, I'll import it. Okay, this is a Maven project, right? So go to the next, and I'm giving this folder, right? You see, it is already taken. Okay, so I finish it. So this Cucumber project, right, which I am downloaded, now importing here. You see, the whole project is getting downloaded, and you see, see,
Mm,
it is building actually. Okay, you see.
mm,
So what it is doing? This project is a Maven project, right? So it has a pom.xml. Okay,
mm.
and when I importing
Right.
it, you see, it is reading that pom.xml, and you see this, it is
Mm,
basically downloading all the dependencies.
mm. I think, but this is a dangerous to do on company machine, isn't it?
Why?
And because some virus or something like pitched in, then it will create problem, no?
Uh, See, that's the reason, right? I mean, they have to filter all this stuff, right? So you don't have to bother. I mean, this is how industry is working on the Git, right?
Okay. Also, whatever the replication it has, it might be on the private server, isn't it?
Which one?
तो प्राइवेट सर्वर पे भी रहेगा ना, जैसे
Huh,
मैंने नेक्सस बोला, हमारा
huh.
नेक्सस रहता है, तो ये जो वो लोग कुछ भी लेते होंगे तो वो तो नेक्सस पे ऑलरेडी रहता ही होगा ना, जब मैं अभी
Yes,
आपने
right,
जैसा,
right, right.
तो क्योंकि हमारा डिपेंडेंसी वो नेक्सस से उठाता है,
Correct,
तो उधर वो होना चाहिए, अगर वो उधर रहा तो फिर आई थिंक हम लोग भी, मैं भी ऐसा कर सकता हूँ,
correct.
मैं करता हूँ ये ट्राई,
है
तो
ना? So now it is, you see, it is just downloading. Okay, let it be.
पर हमेशा हमें गिट हब पे ही जाना है, गिट हब से ही उठाना है.
See, that is the shortest way, right? We as a developer, we are very lazy man, right? We always find कि ये चीज कोई बना के गए कि नहीं, isn't it? है ना?
बराबर, हाँ.
Yeah, तो अपन उधर
नहीं
जाके
पर तो वो चीज हमें गिट हब पे ही ढूंढना पड़ेगा, वही सिक्योर वे है कि टू
दैट इज द
फाइंड इट
इजीएस्ट,
आउट एंड।
राइट, सिक्योर एंड इजीएस्ट वे। ओके, मे बी जो अगर
हम्म।
अपन गिट में नहीं ढूंढते ना, जैसे मैं गिट में नहीं ढूंढू, देखो अभी क्या क्या आता है, ठीक है ना, लेट गो हियर। ओके,
हम्म।
आई रिमूव दिस
हम्म।
गिट। ओके, विदाउट गिट सब कर सकते हो। इन दैट केस आपको ज्यादा लेबर देना है ना। एग्जाम्पल अभी लिख दो
बराबर।
ना, देखो कितना सारे अनवांटेड चीज आपको दिखेगा इधर।
हम्म।
जी, ट्यूटोरियल पॉइंट से कर सकते हो आपको, है ना, ठीक है ना, देखो ना, टूल्स यहाँ से भी कर सकते हो, right, everywhere you can do it anywhere, but in that case you have to add more labor, right? But if you take the ready-made code from the gate, your job is done, right? You don't have to do what is already done.
हम्म। अभी आपने क्या डाउनलोड किया है, वो कुकुम्बर का एग्जाम्पल किया है क्या?
करेक्ट, एग्जाम्पल किया, राइट, है ना। कल आपको अगर कुकुम्बर सीखना है तो कोड है आपके पास
हम्म।
ऑलरेडी, है ना। कोड कैसे लिखना है, लिखता है, सब कुछ है इधर, राइट, है ना।
बराबर।
या जो उसके ऊपर आपको जो चाहिए, जस्ट गो देयर एंड यूज इट, दैट्स इट, ठीक है ना।
हो गया क्या? अच्छा
नहीं,
अच्छा।
वो चल रहा है ना अभी, राइट, देखो ना 9% हुआ है, आई थिंक ढेर सारे है ना,
हो
दे
गया
जस्ट
ना?
डूइंग इट।
हम्म।
ओके, जब आएगा तो दिखे जाएगा,
हम्म।
देखो ना कितना सारे लोग बनाया ना, देखो ढेर सारे
हम्म।
टेस्ट केसेस आपको बनाया। सो नाउ इन योर प्रोजेक्ट यू नीड टू
हम्म।
डू इट, जस्ट डाउनलोड, गेट द familiarity and get a hands on and do it.
हम्म। जबरदस्त है।
Okay, so we'll stop it here. Okay, we'll continue in our next class. Okay, maybe it's next Sunday we do it online. Okay, and anyway I have this
यस
recording.
सर।
Yeah, I have this recording, so I'll upload it in the
यस।
YouTube and you can just take it for a reference.
राइट। यूट्यूब।
Yeah, I mean many of my
ओके।
classes already there in YouTube, right? So you can uh, anytime you can
ओके।
refer that.
ओके। So, can you, so whenever you are mailing, going to mail that
Yeah,
notepad, no?
yeah.
तभी उसके अंदर जो आपने डिपेंडेंसीज कॉपी किया ना, उसका एक लाइन में बस लिख देंगे क्या, कि क्या वो जैसे टेस्ट एनजी किया हमने, कुकुम्बर किया, ऐसा वो
इधर
जो
ना,
जो डिपेंडेंसी हमने कॉपी। हाँ।
क्योंकि वो आपको दिखेगा, राइट, इट्स ऑलरेडी रिकॉर्डेड सेशन ना।
हाँ, वो दिखेगा, वो बराबर।
हाँ,
वो बराबर दिखेगा वो।
है ना। फिर हो गया आपका
हम्म।
ये यूनिट, राइट,
नेट, हाँ, कुकुम्बर।
यार कुकुम्बर,
स्प्रिंग बूट क्या रूट कुछ तो था।
स्प्रिंग, या स्प्रिंग कोड। Okay, so anyway, if you listen it, I
हम्म।
mean, it is already we are recording, right? So you get all the details.
बराबर, हाँ। बराबर, ठीक है।
ओके सर, चलो, थैंक यू। हाँ, आप ओपन फिर संडे बात करते हैं।
हाँ, संडे बात करते हैं। वो अपना इसका बात हुआ है, मैं इसको भी बोल देता हूँ कि हो
हाँ,
गया बोल के।
ठीक।